Swinging a fly ball to left field deep. Way back! Way back! This ball is gone! A walk-off home run! Newport Gulls win it here in the 11th.
This is the Newport Gulls pregame show, live from Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island.
Branham sets, kicks and deals. Swinging and miss, strike three. The Newport Gulls are 2009 Eastern Division champions.
Coming up, interviews, stats, standings, lineups, and a whole lot more.
Swinging a high drive to deep right. Oh, is this ball crushed? Way back and gone. Joey Manning with a towering shot. Swinging a high drive to deep left. And you can forget about it. Cal Conley with his third home run of the game.
Stay tuned. The Newport Gulls pregame show starts now on the NECBL Broadcast Network. In his 7th season covering Newport Gulls baseball, here is play-by-play broadcaster Nick Lima.
Thank you, Larry Cunningham. Good evening and welcome to Cardines Field here in Newport, Rhode Island, where tonight the Newport Gulls will be hosting the Sanford Mainers for the third time at home in the regular season and the sixth and final time here in 2010 in the regular season. Newport Gulls trailing the Sanford Mainers by a half a game. Newport third place, the Mainers second place, and the NECBL Eastern Division both games chasing the North Shore Navigators, who are just one game up on the Newport Gulls. A tight race to go. Just 2 weeks ago here in the regular season remain as the Newport Gulls get set to host Sanford here tonight. Tony Bucciaferro is the scheduled starter for the Newport Gulls. The Gulls pregame show begins now here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardines Field. Our Newport Gulls pregame show continues. Now time for the front office report, joined today by Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Paver. Chuck, how are you today?
Good. How are you, Nick? It's good to see you.
Doing very well as the Newport Gulls. And the Newport Diary Gulls franchise coming off a very successful All-Star weekend and catching the praise over the course of the last couple of days from officials around the league.
Yeah, I think it was a great, successful event the whole weekend. It turned out very well for us. We're proud of the effort we put forward, and our staff did a tremendous job. Really proud of them. But it was a great show for us, and a great show for the NECBL.
Of course, the Newport Gulls sent a league-high 8 players through the All-Star game.
That's correct. I think we could have had more, but I can't be too selfish. I was glad for the kids that participated. I wish more kids could have participated from Newport, but I'm happy with our showing.
Certainly, there have been other standouts for Newport players like Derek Legg and today's starter Tony Bucciaferro.
Absolutely, those are just 2 more guys, and there are a few others perhaps, but. It's just an unfortunate thing. When you talk about all-star selections everywhere from Little League to the major leagues, there's always going to be somebody left out on that perhaps should be on the team.
Tough opposition tonight in the Sanford Mainers. The Gulls, the Mainers, and the North Shore Navigators are all within a 1 game atop the NECBL Eastern Division. It seems like it's been that way the entire season.
Yeah, it's certainly a bottleneck at the top. I think both divisions have been pretty tight. So I think it's going to stay that way until someone kind of takes the lead over the next 2 weeks.
Some very important nights coming up here in the coming 2 weeks for Newport. Host Family and Volunteer Appreciation Nights, and, of course, Military Appreciation Night. The military has always been a big factor here in Newport.
Yeah, you know how we wind down in July. The last 4 to 6 games have a lot of meaning to them. We've had a couple already. Tonight's game, for instance, is going to have a lot of meaning with education and children. The program that all of our players went and read in their schools. So I think that's a nice climatic way to that program. We have the Mark Weed Memorial Scholarship Night. Mark's last wish before he passed was to support Gulls summer camps, and we've had tremendous support with that, and that's meaningful. And of course, you mentioned military appreciation and volunteer and host families as well.
Of course, tonight is Fanatic About Reading Night, sponsored by the People's Credit Union. It's been the 3rd year now this program has been in effect.
That's correct, and it's really turned into something very special. I know that I receive calls now in advance of the school year, in advance of the Gulls arriving here in Newport. When are you going to come into our school? Let's schedule a time. And, of course, every time thereafter, it's amazing at the amount of support you get from the community about that program.
The Gulls have been playing outstanding baseball here in the month of July. Just a couple weeks ago here in the season as they run their way towards the playoffs. What are the keys to success for Newport from here on out?
Well, it's always about good pitching and good defense. If we get good pitching and we play defense, we'll be okay, because we're going to score runs. We got enough offense on this team. It really comes down to pitching, execution, and playing defense, and I think that's the recipe for success.
Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Paper, thank you for joining us here. We'll catch up with you again right before the playoffs.
Thank you very much, Nick. Thanks for having me.
That's our pregame visit with the Gulls front office. The Gulls Eye View is next on the ACBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardinals Field. Now time for the Gulls Eye View, joined today by Gulls Group Volunteer Coordinator Rich Miranda. Rich, how are you doing today?
Not bad. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and of course the Newport Gulls have always relied heavily on volunteers, and the group volunteers is a different facet of that. It's a different group of people and individuals from corporations and companies that come here on game nights and run the gates.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a great way to give back to the community. That, a lot of the groups that come in here, it's a way for them to raise money for themselves. Or in People's Credit Union tonight, they can raise money for the Newport Public Library. So it's a great way for that too.
Of course, they not only run the gates but also run the 50-50 raffle on game nights.
Right, exactly. That's how they get that's how they make their money for their organization.
Now, how hard is it to coordinate these groups and trying to get enough volunteers here?
Well, definitely at the beginning of the season, it was tough at first to be able to track some people down, but it's been getting better. Communicating with the contacts for each group, and we've been having a great season, and having plenty of volunteers. It's been good.
Rich, this is your first season with the Newport Gulls. How'd you get involved with the team?
Well, I just finished up my senior year at Salford University. I had a class where we helped out the Gulls with their Hall of Fame event, and it kind of just continued it through second semester and into the summer, and here I am today. It's been great.
So you've been enjoying your summer so far here?
Oh yeah, it's great. I didn't really know what to expect coming into it, but just seeing it all come together, and each game, it's really a great experience.
What do you see yourself going in the future?
Well, I definitely I was a marketing major, minor in sports management. I definitely want to do something in sports. Maybe try to get involved with a Major League Baseball team or something like that. So, after the summer here, I'll start looking for jobs and see what I can do.
Rich Moreno, the Gulls volunteer coordinator. Thanks for joining us here in the pregame show.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
And Mike Coombs will join us next for the Manager's Show as the pregame show continues on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardinals Field. Now time for the Manager's Show, joined as always by Newport Gulls manager Mike Coombs. Skip,
what's up?
How are you today?
Good, and you?
Doing well.
All right. After the big All-Star game here?
The Gulls coming off the All-Star game, the All-Star break. There was summer camp yesterday, correct?
Oh, my. Summer camp every day. It's fun, though. Be out there with all the little children.
Is this the last week or the second to last week of summer camp?
We got one more week after that. We're on a countdown. We're in Portsmouth right now, and next week we go to Middleton, and then we're done.
Of course, after that is the playoffs. So right now the Newport Gulls are just a game out of first place in the ACBL East. Seems like the Gulls have been knocking on the door all season long. We just haven't been able to get that key winning streak to take the lead.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's tough to do that, especially when you got other teams in this league that are just as good as you are. And they throw out good people day in and day out at you, and so there's a lot of parity in the league, and it's tough to win them all.
Of course, the North Shore Navigators in first place right now, very competitive, as are the Sanford Mainers. The Gulls found out that out the hard way on Saturday at Goodall Park in Sanford.
Yeah, got beat 6-1. They threw a lefty out there that threw the ball very well for them, and we didn't. He got us out, and that's what the name of the game is: put goose eggs up on the board. So that's what he did.
That would be the final game for Gulls pitcher Brendan Klein. So the Gulls pitching staff, and now also field is a little bit light right now, just 3 on the bench for the Gulls offensively.
Yeah, sometimes it gets down to that in the season, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season. You get a little thin, and some kids want to go home, some kids want to shut it down, and I think that was the deal with Brandon there. Apparently what I'm hearing is that their coaches saw him on the internet or something and said that he looked tired, and so they said shut it down and come home. So that's what went down with that.
Tony Butchufero has to start tonight for the Newport Gulls. He's been outstanding his last few starts. He's really been putting up some all-star numbers, though he wasn't selected to the team.
Yeah, I threw his name out there, but he wasn't selected. There was only 9 spots to be had, and we put 3 on there, and I was, concerned that he didn't. But, like I said, there's other good pitching in the league too, and we got to be fair about it. So I think we called the right shot on that, but Tony's doing very well.
8 of your players competed in the All-Star game on Sunday here in Newport, which the Eastern Division won by probably the widest margin in league history, 12-0 over the West.
Yeah, that's because I wasn't coaching them. And Jeff Waldron was, and they put it on them, so that was good. It was a really nice night, and got a lot of things done and a lot of things accomplished for the Gulls, and I think the commissioner was really pleased with the outcome of everything that happened here in Newport.
Every single player from both teams was able to play in the game, and of course you participated earlier in the day's festivities as part of the skills competition, and we saw you out there in the outfield arm throw.
Yeah, I was doing the flip, came in, flipped to the catchers, flipped the screens out, flipped the other screens out, flipped the baseballs out, and then I went home. So then I came back and sat up there with Chuck a little bit, and we talked a little bit about stuff, and so it was a good day.
Well, Skip, of course, you were on the trip on Saturday after the last home game by the Newport Gulls here. You're thrown out by John Leeds earlier in that contest. What happened there?
Well, John and I like each other, and he had his opinion, I had my opinion, and when it comes down to doing something that I did, then his opinion stands, and he didn't like what I did, so I had to go.
Skip, you may be approaching a league record for ejections for a manager, but usually it happens at key times in the season. Does that ever inspire the team, you think?
I don't know. I just get ticked off and don't like what he's done or the umpire said or whatever, and that sometimes that happens. But it's just never a planned thing, never a deal I want to do to fire anybody up. It just gets me, to where I got to fight for my players. That's all.
What's the injury report looking like right now?
I think everybody looks pretty good.
So is Chase Bebo still available?
He's gone. He went home too. So he had his forearm was bothering him, so he went home.
So the Gulls pitching staff is still very light going forward here, but the rotation is starting to shape up with Appel, Bucciferro, Dexter Price, and of course Pat Light.
Yeah, and then we got that Kevin Caranto kid. We may fire him in there. He throws gas, about 98, 99, so beware, NECBL. Kevin Caranto may come at you.
Skip, just a few games left here in the regular season for the Newport Gulls. One of them here tonight gets the Sanford Mainers. Again, as we mentioned, a good team. Newport is, of course, 3-2 against the Mainers so far this season. What are the keys to victory here tonight?
Putting up runs, and Bucciferro throwing a Jim Dandy. If he can throw a Jim Dandy and we put up some runs, then we'll pull out a W. So.
Newport Gulls manager Mike Coombs. Thanks for joining us here in the pregame show. We'll catch up with you later in the week.
See you, buddy.
That's our pregame visit with Mike Coombs. Newport Gulls baseball is next on the NECBL Broadcast Network. And hello once again here from Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. I'm Nick Lima here on the NECBL Broadcast Network as the Newport Gulls get set to host the Sanford Mainers for the third time at home this season as these two teams match up for the sixth and final time of the regular season. Tony Bucciferro has the start on the mound tonight for the Newport Gulls, and Michael Aguilera will have the start for the Sanford Mainers. These two teams last met on Saturday, have not played a regulation game since then with the All-Star game on Sunday, the break on Monday. So both teams a couple of days off for the most part, though Newport and Sanford among the leaders on the NECBL of players sent to the All-Star game, which of course was held here at Cardines Field in Newport and won by the NECBL East 12-0. This is the Newport Gulls pregame show. We'll take a step away. We'll come back. You standings and out-of-town scores around the NECBL, and then, of course, the starting lineups. That's all still to come here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardines Field to look at the divisional standings as they stand with just a week and a half to go in the regular season. The North Shore Navigators in first place in the ACBL East. They're 19-12, a half a game ahead of the Sanford Mainers, who come in at 19-13 after defeating the Newport Gulls on Saturday 6-1. The Gulls are 18-13, one game back. Sanford, by the way, has won 3 games straight, 6 of their last 10, but the Gulls are 7 of the last 10, have been rolling in June. Right now, Newport tied with North Shore for the best winning streak in the NECBL, against 7 of their last 10 games. The Laconia Muskrats are in 4th place in a playoff spot right now. They're 3 games back at 16-15. The Bedford Bay Sox have won 2 straight, but they're still 5.5 games out of first place and 2.5 games off a playoff spot. They're 14-18. The Lowell All-Americans continue to struggle. They're now 10 games back at 8-21. In the ACBL West, the Northampton Steeplecats atop the division. They are 20-13. The Danbury Westerners have now lost 5 straight, but they're still in second place at 17-15, 2.5 games back. And the Bristol Collegiate Baseball Club, 17-16, 3 games back. 15-17 are the Keene Swat Bats, 4.5 games back in the playoff contention. 1 game back of playoff contention, 5.5 games back overall in the West. The Vermont Mountaineers are 14-18, and rounding out the NECBL West, the Holyoke Blue Sox are 13-19 and 6.5 games back of the lead. Around the NECBL the last couple of days, we'll first take you back to Saturday's games, where the Danbury Westerners fell to the Bristol Collegiate Baseball Club on the road, 4-2. The Bedford Bay Sox defeated the Vermont Mountaineers in 10-9 in a close game. Northampton Steeplecats lost at home to North Shore Navigators 3-2 as North Shore continues to roll. The Holyoke Blue Sox defeated the Laconia Muskrats 4-2. And the Sanford Mainers, of course, defeated the Newport Gulls 6-1. Brandon Klein picked up the loss in that one. And the win in that contest on Saturday went to the Sanford Mainers' Kyle Helisick. As the Gulls just managed 1 run in the first inning, Mainers went after Brendan Klein fairly hard in the third, tagging him for 4 runs, added 2 more for Jeff Brown in the 8th, and took the lead and the win 6-1 in front of 569 at Goodall Park in Sanford, Maine. It's Fanatic About Reading Night here at Cardanes Field, the 3rd annual Fanatic About Reading Night, as many young fans are honored on the field for participating in the Gulls Fanatic About Reading program. Much of the Gulls team spent countless hours among the schools of Aquatic Island earlier this season, encouraging students to read. Of course, now that school is out of session, these young fans who have been reading all summer are here at Cardanes Field to be honored on People's Credit Union Fanatic About Reading Night. Of course, the NECBL Eastern Division defeated the Western Division 12-0. It says 10-0 in the NECBL website, but the actual score was 12-0. Here at Cardanes Field, the 17th annual All-Star Game went the East's way, and the East has now won 5 of the last 7. Of course, 8 Newport Gulls participated in that contest, and several Sanford Mainers as well. Home Run Derby was won by a member of the Western Division. The Gulls' Brendan Killer won the outfield arm competition. Around the league yesterday, it was an off day for most teams, part of the All-Star break, but the league used the opportunity to make up some rained-out games from earlier in the season with every team off, and obviously the day open. So the Lowell All-Americans had a doubleheader at home. They hosted the Danbury Westerners, defeating them 9-6, but then fell to Laconia Muskrats 8-2 in the nightcap. The Danbury Westerners then go back on the bus. They headed up to Keene, where they fell 6-5 to the Keene Swamp Bats. So 4 teams in action in 3 games yesterday in the NECBL. Most of them 2 Western Division, 2 Eastern Division teams. All those games, with the exception of Lowell and Laconia, were inter-division contests. Around the league tonight, New Bedford's at Laconia. That's a 7 o'clock start time. North Adams at Keene, Western Division action, also at 7 o'clock tonight. The early games are for the Eastern Division. Lowell at North Shore, 6:15 start time, underway about 10 minutes ago. And the Bristol Collegiate Baseball Club at Vermont, that's a 6:30 start time, underway in just a few moments. No score right now, bottom of the first between Lowell and North Shore at Frazier Field. We'll have updates, of course, throughout the game, and we'll be back here at Cardanes Field, the starting lineups, next on the NCBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardanes Field here in Newport with the starting lineups for today's ball game. Before we get to the starting lineups, we will take it down to the field for the singing of tonight's national anthem. Taylor Risley and Linny Gumo will be singing the national anthem here tonight, a duet at Cardanes Field. Let's take it down to the field. outstanding rendition of a national anthem, a duet here, sung tonight by Taylor Risley and Lenny Gummo. Must apologize for the poor audio quality. There's a speaker right above the press box here behind home plate that wreaks havoc with our audio system. That's this broken speaker, and we apologize for that. Honoring the young children and youth of Newport County here in People's Credit Union, fanatic about reading tonight. Of course, they capitalize on the fan. The fans are emphasized. Throwing out the first pitch tonight, Morgan Abroden, Zoe Almeida, Tiernan Chase, Shannon Hograd, Zachary Smith, and Colin Green, all 8th grade scholarship recipients as part of the Fanatic About Reading program from People's Credit Union. Starting lineups for tonight's ball game. For the visiting Sanford Mainers, come in half a game out of first, second place in the NECBL Eastern Division. Brett Mollenhauer, the shortstop, will lead things off. Batting second is Anthony Gomez, the third baseman. Joey Wendell bats third. He's the second baseman. Left fielder Mike McCann bats cleanup. Hitting fifth tonight, Michael Roth, the designated hitter. In the sixth spot is Jim Schultz, the right fielder. Batting seventh, Matt Mara, the center fielder. Doug Elliott's the catcher. He bats eighth. And rounding out the order for the Mainers, Regan Flaherty starting at first base. Tony Butcherferro has a start for the Newport Gulls. A right-hander out of Michigan State University is 2-1 in the season. His ERA a minuscule 0.90 in 6 appearances. This his 5th start for the Newport Gulls. He's won his last 2 appearances consecutively. Has not faced Sanford yet this season. For the Newport Gulls, leading off tonight, Kyle Johnson, the center fielder, batting second. Dan Kamasha, third baseman. The shortstop, Candy Kroger, bats third. And to clean up, it's Matt Blow, the designated hitter. In the fifth spot, Brendan Kelleher, the left fielder. First baseman Kevin Caranto bats sixth. Batting seventh, Zach Elgie, the right fielder. In the 8-hole, Chris Forston, the catcher. Rounding out the order for the Newport Gulls, who are 18-13 on the season and third place, a game back of the first place North Shore Navigators in the NCBL East. Batting ninth, David Bentrott, 2-time goal. He starts at second base tonight. They'll face off against Michael Ogliera from Binghamton University for the Bearcats. He had 6 wins this spring out of Old Bridge, New Jersey. A sophomore right-hander, 3.38 ERA and 3-1 on the season. This his 6th start as well. Game time temperature is 81 degrees under partly cloudy skies. A southwest wind blows at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Umpires for tonight's game, Vincent Zabelli calling balls and strikes behind the plate. Paul Ladrunes is the field umpire. Getting set for baseball here at Cardines Field. We'll come back with the first pitch next on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardines Field as we get set for baseball. Tony Butcherferro getting the game ball delivered here tonight from the U.S. Postal Service and People's Credit Union. He's on the hill for Newport, making his 5th start of the season. The Joliet, Illinois native checks in at 6'3", 205 pounds, features a slider, fastball, and changeup. Touch 89 to 90 miles per hour. They'll have to start tonight for Newport. Before we tell you more about him, we'll pause and take 10 seconds for station identification here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
NCTV 18 Newport County, the World Wide Web, and on DVD, Newport Gulls Baseball celebrating 10 years on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Here at Cardines Field, a reminder that this copyrighted telecast is the exclusive property of the Newport Gulls Baseball Club and the New England Collegiate Baseball League, presented by the authority of the NECBL Broadcast Network for the entertainment of our listening and viewing audience. It may not be reproduced, re-recorded, or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game cannot be disseminated without the express written consent of the Commissioner's Office of the New England Collegiate Baseball League, the Newport Gulls, and the Newport Gulls Broadcast Network. Here in the top of the first inning as we get set to go, Tony Butcherferro throwing his last couple of warm-up tosses here as the Gulls get set to host the Sanford Mainers. Newport is 3-2 versus Sanford this season, though the Mainers picked up their last win against Newport on Saturday at Goodall Park, 6-1. Helsick the win, Brendan Klein the loss. And Brendan Klein, we just received word before tonight's game, has been released by the team. Word is his college coaches saw him getting tired and wanted him shut down for the summer. So the Gulls down to maybe 20 or 19 active players right now.
Leading off the game
Chase Bebo on the DL, John Farrell on the DL.
The shortstop, Brett Mollenhauer.
There's only 3 players on the bench. They'll have a tough time of it the last couple of weeks. Hopefully Newport won't have any more injuries. And unless they have what they need, they are just a game out in the NECBL East of first place. All set for baseball. Here's Brett Mollenhauer. First pitch of the ball game. Fastball is on the inside corner, called strikes. His home plate umpire, Vincent Zabelli. Paul Lajeunesse is the field umpire tonight. Mullenhauer 260, no homers, 7 RBI, a double. Second on the team with 28 games. The pitch is swung on a line into left field. The shortstop actually on the edge of the outfield grass will make the catch. For out number 1, set the defense for you. Fly out to short. Kevin Carando's at first base for Newport, but David Bentronk is the start at second with Derek Legoff tonight. Kennedy Kroger at short. Dan Gamache, the third baseman, outfield from left to right. Brendan Kelleher, Kyle Johnson, Zach Elgie, Chris Forston catches Tony Bucciafero. The Gulls, second in the team in fielding percentage, league in fielding percentage at 976. They turned 32 double plays. That's also second on the league. The pitch, fastball is in there for a strike. Bucciafero, nothing but strikes. He's walked only 5 batters this season, allowed 20 hits, hit 1 through a wild pitch, but struck out 25 as the 0-1 is chopped foul and nothing in 2 on Gomez, who comes in at 262, a homer, 7 RBI, 4 doubles for Anthony, the third baseman for the Mainers. These two teams work together here on Sunday to wallop the NECBL West 12-0 in the All-Star game. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Game in which the NECBL Eastern Division pitching staff faced the minimum through 8 2/3. The 1-2 pitch outside, just missed, ball 2. That game just saw 2 walks and 1 hit allowed by the 9 pitchers, including 3 Gulls pitchers that combined. The 2-2 pitch, a ground ball stabbed right to the mound by Bucciafero, throws across the first in time for out number 2. Easy one-hopper, slowly hit up the bat of Gomez. And there are 2 down for Joey Wendell. Wendell hitting .325, that's second on the team.
Number 6, the second
It's an
baseman,
all-star substitution.
Wendell.
Cardines Field for the
From
East. Came in the 6th
University.
inning. Played second base and went 2 for 3. Stole a base, drove in a run in the 9th. And the Eastern Division batted around and then some off of Steeple Cat Sean Albury. The pitch is a ground ball roller hit to the right side, but it will be a foul ball. Bucciafero was trying to chase it down, but Vincent Sibeli, the home plate umpire, said it hit his foot first. So strike 1 on Wendell. There's 2 home runs, 14 runs driven in, 4 doubles, 2 triples. He is tied with his teammate Jim Schultz for the team lead in RBI. Wendell, so it's been hit 4 times on the season. That leads the team, tends to crowd the plate. 40 hits and 25 runs leads the team. The pitch, another ground ball, weakly hit to the shortstop. The Kroger bare hands, throws to first. It is wide and not in time. It'll be an infield single for Joey Wendell. Kroger charged the ball hard, but it just died on the infield grass. And it's a 2-out hit for Wendell.
Batting fourth,
His average continues to climb.
Number
Now the
14,
cleanup hitter will get a chance,
the
Mike
left
McCann.
fielder,
Just underway
Mike
here in the top of the
McCann.
first.
He's
Right on
from
time.
Manhattan College.
As the Gulls host the Sanford
And
Mainers here
Double
tonight,
Harbor,
I'm Nick Lima, solo here on the
New York.
ACBR Broadcast Network. As Mike McCann, who's hitting .305, no homers and 8 RBI, steps up, 4 doubles, 2 triples. The speedy McCann. Runner at first, Bucciafero from the stretch, he fires the pitch. Slow ball 1. You'll see a fastball, a slider, and a changeup from Tony. He can touch 89 to 90 miles per hour, though. See, the radar gun is up and functioning tonight, so we'll get to see. They had about 30 radar guns here on Sunday at the All-Star game. Well, the Scouts, the pitch is a slider in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Tony, 7-5 and 14 appearances, 13 starts, a 5.08 ERA for Michigan State University this spring. For the Spartans, he had 3 complete games and 88 2/3 innings of work, 17 walks to 52 strikeouts. Very good season spring for Bucciafero, a sophomore. As the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's quickly 1-2 and Mike McCann. A runner at first and 2 down. We're just underway in the top of the first as the Shadows now creep past first home plate. From the stretch, Tony, the 1-2 pitch. The runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 hit, 1 left. After half an inning from Cardines Field, it's the Sanford Mainers nothing. The Newport Gulls coming up on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Last of the first inning we go here at Cardines Field. Kyle Johnson, Dan Gamache, Kennedy Kroger will face Michael Aguilera as Newport gets their first look at the hard-throwing righty for the first time this season at Cardines Field. It's out of Binghamton University for the Bearcats this spring. Had 6 wins, 77 1/3 innings, 63 strikeouts. It's American East All-Conference second-team selection. Native of Old Bridge, New Jersey, 6 foot, 200-pound righty, has an ERA of 3.38 on the season, 3-1, and this is sixth appearance in 6 starts. We're up 29 of third innings. Sophomore has 12 runs and 11 earned allowed, 18 hits to 9 walks, 20 strikeouts. He's hit 3 batters, allowed a home run, but opponents are hitting just 167. Fogliera. Johnson stands in the pitch. Taking high ball 1. Let's see how the Gulls fare against him. They are leading the league in hitting once again at 279 as the Westerners have fallen off the pace and dropping 5 straight games. 1-0 comes on the inside corner, a strike, 1-1 to Johnson, who's hitting 276. He has a home run and 7 RBI. Second on the team with 20 runs scored. So that's a category that is often overlooked. The 1-1 pitch is a ground ball chopped high over the mound past the second base bag. The shortstop fields behind the bag, double clutches, throws to first, just in time to get the speedy Johnson, and there's 1 away. 6-3 on the ground out. Johnson just couldn't beat it out. Good play by Brett Mollenhauer behind the second base bag to get that slow bouncer. Now Dan Gamache. Gamache, the Exeter, Rhode Island native out of Auburn University, is hitting 236 for the Gulls this season. 2 home runs, 16 RBI. Wide open stance to the left-hand batter's box. The pitch, it's a hard hit, ground ball foul. May have cracked the bat, and he did. Caroms off the wooden, and the American flag bunting along the wooden backstopper along the third base line. And we have to go back to the dugout, get a new piece of lumber, and we'll change colors this time with a natural colored bat. Nothing in 1 count on the Gulls' third baseman. Driven in 16 runs. That is 4th on the team. Gulls offense has been busy. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Nothing in 2. Of course, they lost 6-1. Only managed 3 hits against Sanford on Saturday, but prior to that, on Friday night, big doubleheader win over the Danbury Westerners. The 0-2 pitch is low, 1-2. 18-2 in game 1. They scored 25 runs in the day. Set a new franchise record for runs scored in game with 18, for hits in the game. 1-2, swing a ground ball hit hard to first baseman. Up with it, Flaherty. He'll throw it to the pitcher covering at the bag. 3-1 for the inning's second out. So the defensive alignment for you for Sanford. Reagan Flaherty is first baseman, Joey Wendell at second, Brett Mollenhauer the shortstop, Anthony Gomez at third. Outfield from left to right, Mike McCann, Matt Mara, Jim Schultz, Doug Elliott catches, Michael Ogliera.
Stanford University
Their defense is ranked 5th in the league at 967 fielding percentage, but they are dead last in double plays turned with 15. 2.74 ERA is third best, and 86 walks is the fewest in the NECBL, so they've had fewer double play chances than many other teams. Pitch to DeKroger is swung on foul, tipped off the catcher's equipment for strike 1. Kenny, once again, is leading the NECBL in hitting at 387, 2 home runs, 17 RBI. Second on the Gulls with 8 doubles, leads the team with 41 hits. Second with a 16 on base percentage and slugging .538. That also leads the Gulls. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1. The Newport shortstop. Kroger doesn't get much time off. Went 1 for 4 against Sanford on Saturday. Pitch, breaking balls in there for a strike. It's 1-2. In the All-Star game, Kenny batted third and went 2 for 3 with a pair of infield singles. They beat out. 1-2 pitch, a line drive base hit by the third base side, stabbed by the third base and throw to first in time. What a play by Anthony Gomez, backhanding that one behind the third base bag. That had the left field line written all over it. I think Kenny DeKroger was just robbed of a base hit by a great defensive play by Anthony Gomez. He threw a bullet over to Regan Flaherty at first. And on 3 ground ball out, 6-3, 3-1, and 5-3. That'll do it for the Gulls after 1 inning. No score between the Sanford Mainers and the Newport Gulls as we continue on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
From the University of South Carolina, a resident of
Welcome back here at Carneys Field. We'll go to the top of the second inning. Michael Roth, Jim Schultz, Matt Mara, 5, 6, and 7 duo for Sanford. The pitch is swung on and fouled to the left side and out of play. Nothing in 1 the count on the designated hitter Roth. Comes in at 190. Homer, 5 RBI. A double and triple hits a ground ball. Roller to third. Good play, a good pick by Carano. Take himself to the bag for out number 1. Well, only ground ball out in this contest. Of course, the Gulls went down in order on 3 ground balls in the last of the first inning. The second ground ball that Bucciafero has induced, and here's Jim Schultz, who's leading the team in average at 343, 2 home runs, 14 RBI, 6 doubles and a triple, 400 on base percentage leads the Mainers, and slugging .485. Second on the team with 28 games played. Pitch from Bucciafero is a breaking ball in there for a strike. That hard breaking slider. He doesn't take a lot of heat off of it. Usually breaks on the inside part of the plate. The 0-1 from Tony. Fastball in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Schultz. A CBL veteran, second year in the league. He was in the All-Star game on Sunday here in Newport. Pitch is low ball 1. Schultz went 1 for 2. He walked, singled. And started in right field for the East. Pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count, leave it on Schultz. Bucciafero. Parents are Jim and Judy, native of Joliet, Illinois. 2-2 pitch, a little bit low, ball 3, and really in a tie right now with Mark Appel and Pat Light to see who is the number 1 starter for the playoffs for the Newport Gulls. The 3 of them have been outstanding. They've gotten a lot of support from the rest of the pitching staff too. Pitching has really come around here in July. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out. Second strikeout for Tony Bucciafero, and there are 2 down here in the second from Matt Mara. Mara also an NECBL veteran. Comes in hitting just .235 this season, however. No homers, 10 RBI, and 4 doubles.
From Lemoyne College.
Mara out of Lemoyne. Of course, former Gull Sean Pano was from Lemoyne. So Sean here in the All-Star game on Sunday. Pitch, swing a hard hit ground ball to second. Charging Bentride, he's up with it, scoops it up, throws to first, and plenty of time. Get Mara 1-2-3 second inning for Tony Bucciafero. And after an inning and a half from Cardines Field, 0-0 here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. The Gulls went down in order in the last of the first, here in the last of the second, facing Michael Aguilera. Matt Blow will lead things off. The cleanup hitter is the DH tonight. Blow has averaged up to 294, 2 home runs, 11 RBI. He's on base consistently for the Newport Gulls. Here's the pitch. Low ball 1. He played longer than any other player for either team in the All-Star game here on Sunday. Blow went 0 for 4. As a DH with a walk. Pitch misses for ball 2. Blow has 5 doubles and a triple, and he's driven in 11. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped in the mitt for strike 1. Mainers, 2.74 team ERA, 3rd best in the league, and 86 walks allowed. That's the fewest of any other pitching staff. The 2-1. Swing a hard hit ball down the left field line, hooking, foul. Well foul onto America's Cup Avenue and the 4-lane traffic out there, the main drag here in Newport. And it's now 2-2, the count on Blow with Brendan Kelleher to follow. The Gulls now leading the Denver Westerners by far, top the NECBL in team hitting at 279, the 2-2 inside for ball 3. Gulls have 300 hits to lead the league, 63 doubles, also first, 161 runs scored. Also first place. 3rd with 13 homers. 3rd with just 197 strikeouts. As the pitch misses for ball 4. That's one of those rare walks issued by the Mainers. And they're 4th in the league, now with 121 walks issued. So they're very patient at the plate. Do not strike out often. And lead the league in hitting. So overall, Gulls offense in very good position here in the last couple weeks of the season. They've really gotten used to these wooden bats handily, and they've been hot, completing 18 runs in 5 innings against the Danbury Westerners here on Friday night. Pitches inside ball 1 to Brendan Kelleher. He's patient himself at the plate with 14 walks. That one, by the way, just Aguilera's 10th walk of the season. Michael from the stretch at the belt. The pitch is outside. 2-0. Fell behind Blow, 2-0. Came back to tie the count, 2-2, then walked him. Kevin Caranto, who leads the team with 20 walks, waits on deck. I don't want to give up too many free passes, particularly early in the game. The 2-0, fastball, chop foul on the third base side. Kelleher saw a pitch to Crush. He turned on it, but swung a little too early, and it's 2-1. Newport's left fielder, an all-star. He's hitting .283. He leads the team with 3 home runs and 18 RBI. Won the outfield arm throwing competition here on Sunday afternoon. The pitch, breaking ball is low and away. Kelleher went 0 for 2 with a sac fly to drive in a run in the ninth for the Eastern Division. A 12-0 win over the West. 3-1 pitches outside, a low, ball 4. That one wasn't close. A couple of rare walks here for Aguilera. So first 2 have reached in the second here for Newport. I'll bring his catcher Doug Elliott out for a word. Elliott, solid catcher for the Sanford Mainers this season. He also participated in the All-Star game, going 0 for 1 at the plate. In the middle innings, caught 3 innings.
Number 33, the first baseman, Kevin
His teammate Eric
Caranto
Ruth.
from Siena College and Hopkinton.
Here's Kevin Caranto. Caranto is hitting .302. That's second on the team. Go-ahead run at second here for Newport. More run at first. 2 homers, 10 RBI for Caranto. Pitch a ground ball hit sharply up the middle. It's going to be 2. Steps on the bag at second. Throws to first. Low, but picked out by Flaherty. Follow the double play. 6-3 in the twin killing. Erases Brendan Kelleher. Matt Blow does advance to third, but there now are 2 outs. So Caranto first pitch swinging. And a roller up the middle. It was expertly turned by Mullenhour. Again, that's just the 13th double play they've turned this season. Last in the league. They are a good fielding team. In the top half of the NCBL. Here's Zach Elgie. Leads the team with 9 doubles. No homers, 9 RBI. Batting .253. The pitch swings in the first pitch. It's a foul tip to the backstop. Strike 1. You can hear it carom off the backstop with our effects microphone placed down there. Elgie, the right fielder, bats here with the go-ahead run at third in a scoreless game. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Looks like a fastball slider changeup from Aguilera, though again, this is the first time we've seen him this season. 0-2 the count on Elgie. Runner at third, 2 outs, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a curve on the inside corner. Elgie waved at and missed that one. First strikeout for Aguilera, the Gulls strand a runner. And the double play ball hurts him here in the second. We're through 2 innings of baseball from Cardinals Field. It is the Newport Gulls nothing, the Sanford Mainers nothing on the ACBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardinals Field. Tony Bucciaferro's first pitch of the 3rd inning. The fastball in there for a strike. Doug Elliott. Elliott, the all-star catcher, went 0 for 1 here on Sunday in the game. Of course, both of these teams are off yesterday. By the all-star break, the 0-1 pitch is chopped on the third base line, but foul, and it's 0-2 quickly to the Mainers catcher. Elliott comes in at .238, no homers, 9 RBI. Leads the team, though, with 14 walks. 3 doubles. Bucciaferro and ERA of 0.90. 2-1 in 6 appearances. The pitch is a ground ball sharply hit to the right side. Fielded by Benchot, throws to first for out number 1. So the 3rd inning begins how the 2nd ended with a 4-3 ground out. Here's Regan Flaherty. Regan, the first baseman, out just 129. No homers, 5 RBI. He struck out 22 times. His time for second on the Mainers. Let's have a double. He's struggling at the plate. Flaherty.
He's from Vanderbilt University in Portland, Maine.
Number 9 man for the Mainers takes first pitch ball. Go to home plate umpire Vincent Zabelli, and Paul Lejeunesse is the field umpire. Misses for ball 2. Well, Flaherty, it's not that well at the plate. Defensively, he only has 1 error at first base all season. Been effective there. 2-0 from Bucciferro is on the outside corner for a strike, taken at the knees. Crowd still filtering in here at Cardines Field. Nick Lima solo here this evening now, past 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. The 2-1 pitch is swung on in a line in the air to left field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Played on a pair of hops by the left fielder Kelleher. First base runner since the first inning for the Mainers, and they have their second hit of the night. 1 out, 1 aboard. We cycle around to the top of the order, and Brett Mallenhauer. Brett fly to short his last time.
Number 1.
The leadoff man is hitting
shortstop,
260
Brett
with 7 RBI
Mallenhauer.
and a double. This is 28th game as a Mainer. Time for second on the team. What's the lead in that category? Belongs to Bobby Doyen, who is 31, though. He's off tonight. Time Joey Wendell, the pitcher. Ground ball to third. Throws the second out there on the first. Double play. Oh, no, he's safe. Safe at first base. Called safe by Paul Longinos. That was close there. Bang, bang play. It'll be a fielder's choice. 5-4. Watch the replay. And it looks like he did beat the tag by a
Number
step.
12. The third baseman.
So a runner at
Anthony
first now with 2
Gomez.
outs. The Gulls will certainly take that. For Anthony Gomez. Gomez, right out 1-3. It wasn't really a tailor-made double play ball. Camacho had to charge it. And the runners were speedy. The pitch. Swing a ground ball. This one's bounced again to third base. Camacho has it on 2 hops. Waits for it to come down. Throws across the first in time. Inning over. The single is Hollis. They played 2.5 innings of baseball here at Cardines Field. Sanford Mainers nothing, Newport Gulls nothing. As we continue on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
And Warrenton, Virginia.
Welcome back here at Cardines Field. Chris Forston steps up to the plate here with a new walk-up song. It's the Lion King theme. I don't know if he picked that one or Jesse Mills, our audio technician, did. First pitch is in there for a strike on Forston. Gulls catcher, Jesse Mills, our stadium sound director and also team publicist, is the 0-1. Swinging a high pop-up, sky on the infield. The catcher behind home plate looks at it. He'll make the catch over home plate. Good play by Doug Elliott. That was literally a couple inches from his position. That was skied straight in the air by Forston. And is retired on the foul out to the catcher.
Number 1.
Bending the Jets. That means David
The
Bentrot
second
stepping up.
baseman,
Bentrot, the second baseman,
Bentrot.
2-time Newport Gulls, hitting
From the
194 this
University
season.
of Washington.
No homers, 4 RBI.
And
Starts to plate a
resides
little. He's been hit by pitch 4 times.
in Maple Valley.
Bentrot, the
Washington.
shortest goal. Very defensively oriented as this one comes inside and hits him. Bentrot hit on the helmet, and that's the 5th time he's been hit this season. Comes the 4th batter that Aguilera has flunked. That one just a curveball that broke inside. Bentrot tried to duck out of the way and beamed him off the top of the helmet. He's fine, shakes it off at first base as he talks things over with Gulls first base coach John Raiola.
Number 2.
So it'll be the third baseman of the game for Newport, who's still hitless.
Johnson.
We'll cycle around to the top of the order, and Kyle Johnston, who bounced out 6-3 to lead off things in the last of the first. Johnson at 276 with 7 RBI. Aguilera wipes some sweat from his brow. Now toes the rubber from the first base side. Comes to the stretch at the belt and fires. A bunt pulled up the third base line, but a roll foul picked up by Gomez halfway up the line. There's a fastball from Michael. Johnson had the bunt out there and hit it very hard up the line. Got to Gomez quickly. Benchard would have been safe at second, though, if it stayed fair. Let's see if he'll try that again. It was a surprise bunt offer from Johnson, who's the speediest Gull. Leads the team with stolen bases. He's 9 for 9. Nothing in 1 to count. The pitch on the outside corner for strike 2, a fastball from Michael. Gulls are half a game behind Sanford, 1 game behind North Shore in the ACBL East. Tight race in the final week and a half of the season. Newport have 9 games left. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Throw down to first is not in time. A stop throw from Doug Elliott, but Bentrot dove in safely. Johnson fans Now Dan Gamache went 0 for 4.
Number
And
10,
Sanford in the
third
number 2
baseman,
spot
Dan
on Saturday.
Gamache.
0 for 1 so far tonight. Grounded back the first base side as last time. Pitch is cut on and missed. An ugly swing from Dan that time to chase a breaking ball outside. Kept him off balance. Sitting 236 with 2 home runs and 16 RBI. Off the pace from his collegiate numbers. Pitch is swung on and hit on the ground to the third baseman. Back pedals, now throws across to first. In time, inning over. Gulls strand runner. They've left 2, still hitless through 3. And after 3 full from Cardines Field, we go to the 4th inning with the Newport Gulls and the Sanford Mainers tied at nothing apiece as we continue on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Joey Wendell will lead things off for the Sanford Mainers. We go to the 4th inning. He smacks a line drive right at the first baseman, Kevin Caranto. Good play. Caranto was well positioned for that one. It was hit right at him. Joey Wendell, the first pitch swinging, is the first out here in the 4th. So a pitch
Number
good tag
14,
from Bucciferro, but it was hit right
the
at
left
Caranto.
fielder, Mike McCann.
Screaming line at a first. Here's Mike McCann. Struck out his last time, one of 2 Ks for Tony. Bucciferro been outstanding his last couple outings. July 12th versus North Shore will get the win. The pitch, low ball 1. 8 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, a walk, 6 strikeouts. July 4th versus New Bedford, 7 innings, got the win. 1 run, unearned, 5 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. This pitch is chopped foul around the plate. And the count will even at 1-1. Tony looking for his 3rd win of the season. He's 2-1. This is his 5th start. His teammates, Mark Appel and Pat Light, atop the NECBL in wins. Each have 5. A 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Canley on a breaking ball, went outside. A slider from Tony. 1-2, swinging a foul to the left. Gulls lost the first game of the season to the Mainers, 3-2 in 11 innings back on June 5th. Gulls' second game of the season. And hosted the Mainers on June 17th and beat them 9-8. Had them all the way. Mark Appel the win in that one. Pitch is a strike 3 called. Mike McCann is rung up. Second K of the night for him. Now Michael Roth, who's 0 for 1. He bounced out to the first baseman his last time. June 26 at Sanford, Newport walloped the Mainers 9 to win. Pat Light winning that one, Davis the loss. The pitch is swung on and skied down the right field line. First baseman Caranto in foul territory will make the catch. Oh, it bounces out of his glove. Caranto should have had that one. It'll just be a strike on Roth. May have lost it in the sun and it bounced right out of his glove. Should have been out number 3. Instead, it's 0-1 on the DH. 2 teams met again July 5th here in Newport. The Gulls had their first shutout of the season. The pitch a ground ball bounced to second. David Bedshard has it, scoops it up, throws to first in time, inning over. So, for the second time tonight, Bucciferro gets the sign 1-2-3. We go to the last of the 4th. It's still Newport and Sanford tied at nothing apiece. Scoreless here at Cardines Field on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Kana Kroger leads things off here in the 4th inning for the Gulls. First pitch swinging is a ground ball to the backstop for strike 1. Newport shortstop, 0 for 1. He bounds out to third. Kroger went 1 for 4, the single, and scored Newport's lone run in Sanford Saturday. He is leading the team in hitting, leads league in hits. The pitch is swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Giving chase, first baseman Flaherty. He will run out of room as the ball lands over the right field roof seats. Strike 2 on Kroger. Great crowd here. Third base grandstand is packed. The Irish fans not here yet. They're on their way. Getting off of caddying, most likely. First base side, which still has the sun shining, glaring on it. It's sparse, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the ball goes to the backstop to Kroger to first. He'll get there standing. It'll be a strikeout wild pitch. A rare strikeout for Kenny Kroger, but he gets on base anyway. That's just the 8th time he's fanned this season. The top 5 hardest batters in the league to strike out. And here, he reaches the lead off the 4th. Matt Blow will get a chance now. He becomes the 4th base runner for Newport, though they've had a double play. Blow walked his last time. Gulls have stranded 2 so far, and they check into Kroger at first, who was 3 for 3 in stolen bases this season. Has not attempted a steal since June. Blow 2 homers, 11 RBI. He's hitting .294. Pitch is taken in there for a strike. Fastball from Aguilera. Native of Old Bridge, New Jersey. 6 foot, 200-pound right-handed sophomore. Binghamton University Bearcats. Check again into Kroger, and he dives back safely. The ball pops out of the mitt with a glove of Flaherty. Aaron Izarek looks on the dugout from the Mainers. It is pitcher Aguilera. Izarek, of course, a former NECBL player himself. In the stretch, the 0-1. Swing a hard hit ground ball. Base hit down the right field line. Could be extra bases for Blow. The Kroger around second. He's going to head into third. Here comes Blow to second. He'll get there standing at the double. And then here comes the Kroger around to score. Kenny Kroger scores all the way from first. And an RBI double by Matt Blow. And the Gulls take a 1-0 lead. The Kroger waved around third. That ball must have been misplayed by Schultz in the right field corner. Took his time getting there. And Newport jumps out to a 1-0 lead. And what a surprise to the Kroger, who is at first base, scores all the way around to home plate on the double by Blow. And the Gulls lead 1-0. Nobody out yet here in the 4th. And Blow now at second. Pitch is swung on and hit in the end on the left field line, but foul. Kelleher walked his last time. It's a race and a double play. Now simply by Toronto. 3 home runs leads the team, 18 RBI. That's second behind Derek Legg, who is off tonight. He has 20. Second with 8 doubles. That's Blow's 6th double of the season, his 12th RBI. Kelleher is 3rd in the ACBL in hits, behind Kroger and the Mainers, Jerry Wendell. Brendan has 34. This is also his 31st game as a Gull. That leads the team. The pitch. Breaking ball is high and inside for ball 1. He's played in all but 1 game now for Newport. The only player to do so. The 1-1 pitch. Bunts it, foul. Right behind the plate. Another surprise bunt here, this time on a 1-1 count. Johnson had one back in the 3rd. That was with a runner at first, though. Here there's a runner at second, and nobody out. So Matt Blow's RBI double, and that wild pitch. Kroger struck out, but reached to lead off the inning. Kevin Caranto waits on deck, 1-2 the count on Kelleher. Newport looking for more. They lead 1-0 now here in the 4th. Chasing Sanford and North Shore in the east. A 1-2 pitch. Between a hard hit ground ball or a fly ball to the right side. It's out of play. And not many games left. Gulls will just found out today. They'll have a home game here on Sunday, the 25th, against the Keene Swampbacks. That'll be a 6:35 start time. So Sunday we'll be on the air at 6:05, the pregame show. First pitch 6:35. The Gulls will host Keene in the makeup of the rainout on July 14th. The pitch swung on and popped up behind home plate. The catcher Elliott gives a look, but it's out of play. Unless they go on the road to Laconia tomorrow, George Bissell will have the call for you on that one. A 7 o'clock start time against the Muskrats. Dexter Price, the scheduled starter for Newport. They'll host Lowell, another important Eastern Division game here on Thursday. Off day Friday, travel again to Lowell on Saturday, and host Keene on Sunday. Pitch just inside. Ball 2 to Kelleher. A long homestand for the Gulls, so now it's going to be broken up by a rescheduled game on July 29th at New Bedford to make up of the rainout of the 13th. Newport had back-to-back rainouts last week. That was a week ago tonight. 2-2, swung on ground to the third. Tough hop for the Gomez. Almost eats him up, but throws across the first in time. Blow retreats back to the back at second. And we're 1 out now for Caranto. Good play by Gomez. Called to the high second hop to him, but he batted it down. Newport will have a homestand. They'll host Keene on Sunday. And next Monday, host Holyoke. And wrap up Western Division interdivision play. An off day Tuesday. The pitch is outside of Carano. Host Laconia Wednesday. Travel to Bedford Thursday. And that's only about a half hour away, so pretty easy final week. And host New Bedford on the 30th for their regular season finale at home. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1 to Caranto, who bounced into a 6-3 double play his last time. And then they'll travel to the North Shore to wrap up the season on Saturday, July 31st. The 1-1. It's low. Right in there for a strike. Late strike call by Zabelli, and it's 1-2. Then, of course, August 1st is the league-wide makeup day, and the playoffs begin August 2nd. Gulls have 4.5 games on the Bay Sox. They'll play each other twice. The pitch is outside. Ball 2. So right now they're in playoff contention. So 11 games to go in the season. They need to win 6 of them. 2-2. Up and away. Ball 3, and that's to be guaranteed a playoff spot. That's if seems like New Bedford win all the remaining games. Zach Elgin to follow. Runner at second. 1 run in for Newport. 1 out, the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called in the outside corner. Carano didn't like it, but he retreats to the dugout. Second strikeout of the inning for Aguilera. The first one that counts for an out.
Number 21.
Here's Zach Elgin, who struck out on 3 pitches to end the second.
Elgin.
Newport had their first 2 leadoff men on, but Carano bounced into a double play, and then Elgin struck out in that inning. Here in the 4th, they have a runner at second, but now with 2 out for LG, who is 5th in the league in doubles, has 9. Pitch, taking high, ball 1. How about Aaron Izeric, manager for the Mainers? He played in the ACBL 2003, was an all-star, played in the All-Star game in Concord. Pitch is a check swing low for a ball, 2-0. Concord Quarry Dogs hosted the game at Doane Diamond. Of course, Concord later became the Holyoke Blue Sox organization. 2-0. Swung on and popped up back over the netting above the screen. Karam's back onto the field, and Newport's on deck circle for strike 1. A base hit could get Matt Blow home here. Not very fleet of foot, but certainly is tall, has a long stride, and he could score from second. 2-1. Just outside. Elliott tried to frame it. If he hit his count, though, 3-1. The third deep count that Aguilera has worked into this inning. He comes to the stretch at the belt. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball chopped to third. Gomez fields, gloves low, throws across in time for the out that retires the sign. Newport strands a runner. They've left 3, but they get the go-ahead run across here in the 4th on the RBI double by Matt Blow. Kennedy Kroger scoring all the way from first. And after 4 full from Cardane's Field, it's the Newport Gulls 1, the Sanford Mainers nothing here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Back here now at Cardane's Field. Gulls offense, it's given Tony Bucciaferro a 1-run lead. It's 1-0 Newport. We go to the top of the 5th. Good sized crowd still filtering in here. Could be about 2,700 strong tonight.
The right fielder,
Jim Schultz, number 6 man in the lineup, will lead things off for the Mainers, who are 19-13. Second place in the East. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Schultz, 343, leads the team in hitting. 2 homers, 14 RBI. A two-time NECBL player. The pitch, fastball in there for a strike. The shadows now creeping past the pitcher's mound, though Tony Butcherferro still has the sun in his face, as do the fielders on the right side of the infield. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Schultz looks back at home plate umpire Vincent Sabelli, but a strike all the way, 1-2. Pitch from Tony. Changeup is a little bit low. Off speed for Butcherfield that time, 2-2. Trying to get Schultz to chase. Matt Maurer on deck. The pitch. Sinking fastball is outside at 87 miles per hour that time. Count 2-2. From the windup, toes the rubber from the first base side. Looks in on his catcher Forston and fires. Slider, chopped foul. Now coming at 79. On the radar gun behind home plate. Regular fixture here at Cardines Field since the beginning of the 2009 season when the wireless radar gun was donated to the Gulls. They've got the reader up below the scoreboard. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Number 4 for Tony. Now, Butcherferro has now struck out 29 on the season. Allowed a pair of singles in this game so far. His start is matching those that he's seen consistently. He's been going out there every start, pitching very effectively. There's Matt Maurer, who's 0 for 1 at the ground out. Sends this one to shallow right field. In comes Zach Algie to make the catch. Out number 2. There's Doug Elliott now, who bounced to second as last time. And give you a reminder, you can email us here in the broadcast booth at broadcast@newportgulls.com. That's broadcast@newportgulls.com. We want to know how we're doing here. If you make comments, questions, suggestions, want to inquire about DVD orders or anything. Pitch is swung on a miss, strike 1. Email us here, broadcast@newportgulls.com. We want to hear from you. We want to know that you're out there watching or listening and what you think. And we, of course, strive to improve our broadcast at every turn as the 0-1 is found to the backstop. 0-2. So send us an email, broadcast@newportgulls.com. If you want, just email us and let us know who you are and where you're listening from. I'll read it over the air. And that's broadcast@newportgulls.com. Butcherferro from the windup. He kicks and delivers the 0-2 pitch. High and away, ball 1 for fastball. And at 88. 2 outs, bases empty. 1-0 Gulls in the 5th. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking balls inside. And the slider breaks in the inside part to right-handed batters at about 79 miles per hour. Not kilometers, in case you were wondering. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on another slider. A 1-2-3 inning, the 3rd of Butcherferro's outing, his 5th strikeout. And after 4.5 now from Cardines Field, it's still Newport 1 and Sanford 0 on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardines Field as we go to the home half of the 5th inning. I'm Nick Lima, solo here tonight. Dan Atchison has the night off. So does George Bissell. Actually, George's not off. He's working for FFToolbox.com tonight. George was busy. He's got gigs with them and ESPN and, of course, us, WXIN Radio, and the Providence Journal Pawtucket Times. Covers Poor Sox games for them, too. So George, a busy man. Happy to give him a night off. So here in the 5th inning, Newport leads 1-0. Chris Forston takes the first pitch high inside, ball 1. His average is the lowest among active players on the Gulls. It's just 173, but he has an RBI, 2 doubles, and 10 walks. He's patient at the plate. The 1-0 is low, ball 2. And you talk to the pitching staff, he calls a great game. He's been behind some of the big wins for Newport this season. The 2-0 from Forston. Low for ball 3. Very patient. And as we mentioned, Gus Aguilera has walked 2 in this game, both back-to-back in the 2nd inning. The 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way, it's in there for a strike at the knees. Right around the middle of the plate, a batting practice fastball from Michael to Christopher. Hitters count now, the 3-1 pitch. It's in there for a strike. Forston took a couple of steps towards first base and it pounced off the glove of Elliott, but from 3-0, he's worth the count full. Well, let's see. We'll have a green light now on 3-2. He looks down to third base coach and Gulls assistant coach, Kevin Winterroad, veteran of the NACBL, used to be the manager for both Keene and North Adams. 3-2 pitch. Swing a hard hit ball, fly ball to the right side, but foul by the Mudville Pub and near the window that was smashed here on Friday night by the Danbury Westerners. But that window has not yet been repaired. They've got it closed now, though. The 3-2 is foul tipped to the backstop. Forston stays alive. This is co-catcher Bryce Nugent, was an all-star. Nugent appeared in the game here on Sunday. It's the third catcher to appear. He went 0 for 2. The payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up again to the right side. Christopher continues to battle here against Michael. That's 64 pitches now for Aguilera, 41 of them for strikes. Pitch. Swinging a high drive to deep left field. Way back this one goes. If it's fair, it is fair. Down the left field line. It bounces towards the corner into the bullpen. Forston into second with a stand-up double. His third of the season. As a leadoff hit for Chris. He battled there. And on the ninth pitch of the bat, he ripped a double down the left field line. That's a home run in some ballparks. Here it bounces at the base of the wall. Now David Bentrott, who was hit by a pitch for a team-high 5th time his last at-bat. They'll step up here. The runner at second and nobody out. We also had a runner at second, no one out in the 4th, but the next 3 batters either grounded out or struck out. Pitch is taking high ball 1. The wheel play on here for the Mainers, looking for Bentrott to bunt. And he has not gotten that sign from Kevin Winterroad. From the stretch, Aguilera, a 1-0. Infielders come in, he bunts, but foul. Rolls behind the plate. Bentrott has been an effective puncher in his 2 seasons for Newport. The pitch, he shows bunt, put a beauty between the pitcher's mound and the third base line. Throw down to first, just in time to get the speedy Bentrott. But the third base goes Chris Forston, and now on and out, the Gulls can get another run home. They lead 1-0 with 1 out. We cycle around to the top of the order and count Johnson.
Number 2,
sacrifice bunt.
the center
Goes
fielder,
1.
Kyle Johnson.
See, was that 1-3 or 1-4? 1-4 on the sac bunt. Thank you, Josh Leibowitz, our official scorer and statistician. Tonight, he's the only one up with me here in the broadcast booth. It's lonely. There's Kyle Johnson's 0 for 2. He struck out and bounced to short the pitch. He's taken high for ball 1. Johnson, 5th in the league in runs scored with 20, 6th in hits with 24. Many players tied with 24 hits. He has a homer, 7 RBI. So is 0 for his last 6. The pitch is in there for a strike. The count will even out 1-1. He gets a few moans from the crowd, but Vincent Zabelli has been consistent and very snappy with his strike calls. He's one of the better umpires in the league, particularly behind the plate. 1-1 pitch. A little high ball too, though. I don't see too much of Vincent. Zabelli usually tied up with Cape Cod League games. From the stretch, Aguilera is 2-1. Swing a ground ball bouncing up the middle and through for a base hit. In to score is Chris Forston, and the Newport Gulls lead it 2-0. Kyle Johnson drives in his 8th run of the season. Gulls have opened up a little bit of a lead here now for Michael Aguilera and the Mainers. That's just the 3rd hit of the ball game. RBI single for Johnson, and here's Dan Gamache, the runner at first. And just one out. Gamache is over 2. He's grounded out twice. He's also over his last 6. So he's due for a hit, much like Johnson was. He has 16 RBIs in clutch for Newport. Including a grand slam. The pitch is swung on and hit a ground ball to the right side. Fielded by the second baseman. Bobbles it, boots the ball, but now he covers and throws the first to get the speedy Gamache for out number 2. Joey Wendell almost let that ball get by him, but knocked it down, dropped it, picked it up again, and threw it across the first. So in at second now is Johnson. He's in scoring position with 2 out for Kenny Kroger, who's over 2, but struck out, reached the first in a wild pitch, and scored the first run of the ball game to lead off the 4th inning. Kroger 1 for his last 6 in this series against Sanford. Last time these teams will meet in the regular season, the pitch, foul tipped to the backstop, poked off the end of the bat. Breaking ball that time, slider from Aguilera. Hard to believe already July 20th in the Gulls' 10th season here in Newport. It is rolled by. Just over a week and a half to go. The pitch. Slider misses outside that time for ball 1. The Kroger, second team in slugging percentage, slugging .538. Plus leads the league in average at .387 and hits with 41. The pitch, a hard hit ground ball down the third base line, but foul. Gomez tried to backhand that one behind the bag. He was wise to drop his glove. I think if he made contact with that ball, it could have been ruled fair. I don't think he would have had a play. Well, the runner was coming in from second. Just a foul ball. It's 1-2. Aguilera from the stretch. He deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First time this season. Kenny Kroger strikes out twice in a game. This time does not reach base. And the Gulls stranded runner. They've left 4, but have added 1 to their total. And through 5 innings of baseball from Cardines Field, it's now the Newport Gulls 2 and the Sanford Mainers nothing. As we continue on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Next 3 contestants are Amanda.
Welcome back here at Cardines Field here in Newport. I'm Nick Lima. As the Newport Gulls lead the Sanford Mainers 2-0. More than halfway through this one. Lights come on now here at Cardines Field. Tony Butcherferro's out to face 9-1-2 for the Mainers here in the 6th. The pitch, hard hit ground ball to first. Caranto lets it get by him. Will follow it in the foul territory. Underhand to the pitcher covering. What a play! Caranto recovered, chased that ball into foul territory after knocking it down. Underhanded to the pitcher Butcherferro, and he was out. 3-1 on the grounder. Got him by a half a step. Good play all around. Caranto recovering. Now Brett Mollenhauer, who was 0 for 2. He flies short and bounces into a fielder's choice. Bats on the left side, the red bat. The pitch is in there. Outside rather, ball 1. Mollenhauer, the shorter Sanford Mainers. Here's number 1. It's a good defensive shortstop. The 1-0 pitch. High and away for ball 2. Misses a slider at 81. Mollenhauer, also an all-star, went 2 for 3. Had 2 hits in the 9th inning. Infield single and an RBI double. Joined the game late. Replaced Kenny Kroger, who also went 2 for 3 in that game. Pitch. Swinging a line drive in the right field, but what a catch by David Bentrott. David Bentrott. And the outfield grass lunged forward and came up with the ball. Another great defensive play. And Bentrott just robbed Mollenhauer of an easy base hit. David Bentrott dove for that one and came up with the ball. There are 2 down. That's a line out. It caught it right off the ground. What a play by David. There's Anthony Gomez now, 2 down, bases empty. The pitch. High for ball 1. Gomez grounded out twice. Newport Gulls 11-3 at home. Believe it or not, that's the third best home record in the league. Coney and Bristol are better. The 1-0. Breaking ball is swung on and miss. Just a little bit off that slider at 78. Mainers are just 6-8 on the road. Their road record similar to Newport's. The 1-1 pitch. Another slider bounded to short, charging hard to Kroger, and the ball go under his glove. A wide turn at first for Gomez. We'll see how that one gets. There'll be a hit. It's going to be an error. An error charge to Kroger. He would have had him if he fielded it cleanly, but the ball just went under his glove. But Kroger commits just his 5th error of the season. At shortstop does lead the team. He's made some good defensive plays. Here's Joey Wendell. Joe is 1 for 2 with reaching an infield singly bats on the left side. Tying her at the plate now. The pitch. Swinging a foul to the left side and out of play. So after a couple of key defensive plays, an error puts a runner at first here. On the Mainers. They have that PA system turned up loud tonight. Apologize if it's ringing in your computer speakers. Better call Newport Glass. The pitch is low in the dirt. And did it hit him? Yes, it did. Wendell hit by a pitch here. Breaking ball just got away from Bucciaferro. Now there are runners at first and second. The go-ahead run comes to the plate with 2 outs, and Mike McCann, the cleanup hitter. McCann, however, is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Looks like somebody's got a trumpet here. Probably one of the Irish fans. They love musical instruments. They are now assembling up the third base line. The pitch is on the outside corner, a strike. McCann at 305 with 8 RBI. Sanford defeated Newport 6-1 on Saturday, but the Gulls shut out the Mainers 4-0 on July 5th. Team's second and only shutout of the season. The 0-1 pitch coming from Bucciaferro. Swing a hard hit ground ball charging the second baseman Petrard. Has it, throws to first, fully out, the right tires are signed. The Mainers straight up here, they've left 4 after 5.5 from Cardines Field. It's still Newport on top, 2-0 here on the ACBL Broadcast Network. We'll keep it here live and follow the tradition here at Cardines as the players climb the fence in front of the first base dugout.
Ladies and gentlemen, with all this heat and humidity, if your estate is starting to resemble the setting of an old Tarzan movie, it's time for a visit to Tom's Lawn and Garden at 1055 East Main Road in magnificent Portsmouth. You may upgrade to a John Deere tractor, which may bring your grounds out of the jungle and make you the envy of the neighborhood. Tom's friendly and knowledgeable staff is there to help and advise. Just tell them Gully sent you.
Another healthy hand from the crowd here for the Gulls players in the first base dugout with the Love Is Gone tradition that they've done now every home game here. Of course, the 8 Gulls All-Stars convinced the rest of the Eastern Division, the other 20 players, to also keep that tradition alive here at Cardines Field on Sunday. And the whole Eastern Division lined the first base dugout and did that. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Matt Blow. Well, the Irish fans have brought a couple of loud and obnoxious horns tonight. The pitch is a hard hit ground ball foul on the first base side. Count 1-1 on Blow. A big RBI double. Stranded on base in the 4th and walked in the 2nd, also left on. It counts for 2 of the 4 runners Newport has left in this one, but they lead it 2-0. Out hit Sanford, 3-2. The pitch It's outside, ball 2. Each team has stranded 4. Gulls have committed an error. The Mainers have played errorless baseball. A 2-1 to Blow. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hit his second home run of the season, 2-run blast on the first pitch of the resumption of a game here against the Westerners. They finished the suspended game from June 22nd that started in Danbury, and Newport had taken a 2-0 lead. A Blow in the first pitch swing gave the Gulls a 4-0 lead with a home run over the fence. Newport would go on to score 18 runs in that game. The pitch, swing a foul to the left. He was Newport's entrant in the home run derby. He's finished with the second highest total of the Eastern Division. 2 home runs, both over the right field wall here for the lefty batter. Well, the NECBL West far outshine the East in that contest. The 2-2, swing a high ground ball over the mound. The second baseman will try to get it, can't get it. And Blow will be on with an infield hit. So Matt Blow now 2 for 2 in the night. Blow in that contest against Danbury went 4 for 5 with a walk, 3 doubles, 4 RBI, and a 2-run homer. So he continues to swing a hot bat. His average now back over 300. For Brendan Kelleher, who walked and bounced to third. Kelleher, also an all-star.
Number 6.
One of 5 position players to represent Newport in the 17th annual game won by the Eastern Division 12-0. Don't let the NECBL website fool you. It says 10-0, but the score was really 12-0. Pitch, swinging a high drive to right center field. Going back to right field now, the second baseman, and in there he makes the catch. High in the air off the bat of Kelleher, but not very deep. He got under it, and Joey Wendell makes the catch for out number 1. As Irish fans are selling up the third base line, the Gulls Irish Army with horns tonight for the first time. They've had a stand drum for much of the season. They've not brought the big 30-square-foot Irish flag down yet. Here's Kevin Caranto, 0 for 2, tough night at the plate, bounced into a 6-3 double play and struck out. A runner at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch, outside corner for a called strike. Caranto is hitting .302, 2 homers, 10 RBI, but he's among the league leaders in several categories. 4th in walks with 20. 4th in on-base percentage at .441, 5th in runs scored with 20, tied with his teammate Johnson. The 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner for strike 2. Struck out on a 3-2 pitch in the 4th. Michael Ogliera, ineffective. He's allowed a pair of runs, both of them earned, on just 4 hits now. 0-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Kevin Caranto continues his rough night at the plate. He's now 0 for 3. That is the 6th strikeout now for Michael Ogliera.
Number 21, the right fielder, Zach Elgie.
So 1 on and 2 down for Zach Elgie, who struck out and bounced out 5 for 3. Elgie 5th in the league with 5 doubles. 9 doubles. The pitch swung on and smacked up the middle off the second base bag. Skips into center field, a base hit. The 5th hit of the night for Newport. They're in business now with runners at first and second, but 2 down. With Chris Forston coming back up. Forston's 1 for 2. Doubled. Came around to score in the 5th. Five hits now for Newport, 2 of them doubles. That's going to bring Aaron Izarek out for a word with his starter. Ogliera, 3-1 in the season. He's on the hook right now. This is 6th start.
And we're the 3 best friends that anybody could have. We're the 3 best friends.
No word down in the bullpen. We'll see if we can get a shot of the bullpen if anyone's warming up down there.
And we'll never, never, ever, ever, ever leave each other. We're the best.
Forston coming up, and then Benchar, and of course the top of the order after that. Looks like there is some stirring down there. Right-hander. Waiting for him to turn around. Looks like he may actually be entering the game here. Yes. Oh, no, he will not. So the right-hander was warming up down there. Appeared to be David Ahern.
The catcher, Chris.
Of course, Ahern pitched the 9th inning in Sanford Saturday, but he'll continue to warm. And Izarek will stick with his starter. 2 outs here in the 6th. The pitch. Outside, ball 1 to Forston. Mentioned he's patient at the plate, worked the count full, and ripped the double down the left field line in the 5th. He has 10 walks on the year. Ogliera wants a new baseball. Bounces off the mound on a throwback. Those horns are loud on the third base line. The Irish fans are getting louder. Starting up their cheers and chants. From the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. Fastball is outside at 88. Count 1-1. Here's score updates around the league. North Shore now leads the Low All-Americans 6-2. 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Lowell's got 1 run back. Mount Mountaineers shutting out Bristol Collegiate 1-0. They're also in the last of the 6th. The top of the 4th they go. North Adams and Keene are knotted at 2 at Alumni Field. New Bedford still leads Laconia 1-0 at the top of the 4th. The pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Forston comes the 3rd free pass issued by Ogliera tonight. And here comes David Bentrot, who's yet to record an official at bat. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st and had a sac bunt in the 5th. That will do it for Michael Ogliera. So, with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 6th, Aaron Isaac chooses to go to the bullpen. A pitching change coming in this game from Cardines Field here on the ACBL Broadcast Network. Well, David Ahern is the new pitcher for the Sanford Mainers.
The batter is number 1.
Ahern,
Second baseman,
left-hander,
David.
an inning of work. A non-safe situation in Sanford on Saturday. A couple lineouts and a ground ball. Good homage to Corrigan Algae here. First pitch from David Bentrod, swung on and hit in the air in the infield. In comes the second baseman. He'll reach up, make the catch. Wendell puts away Bentrod, and David Ahern just needs 1 pitch. Gets out of a bases loaded jam. So that'll close the book on Ogliera. And after
Ladies and gentlemen,
6-4 from Cardines Field, it's still Newport 2 and Sanford nothing on the ACBL Broadcast Network.
to the Stillwater Spa at the Hyatt Regency.
Newport Gulls 2, Sanford Mainers nothing. We go to the top of the 7th here at Cardines Field. We'll pause and take 10 seconds for station identification here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
NCTV 18 Newport County, the World Wide Web, and on DVD. This is Newport Gulls Baseball on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Hello everybody, once again I'm Nick Lima. We're in the 7th inning. Dan Atchison, George Bissell will have the night off.
Leading off the 7th inning for the Sanford Mainers.
Sanford Mainers were batting behind
Number 4,
2-0 here in the 7th.
hitter,
We'll have 5, 6, and 7 to up to face Tony Bucciafero, who once again has been outstanding. First 6 innings, allowed just 2 hits. He's hit a batter. 1-3 turn and error. The pitch is missing for ball 1 to Michael Roth. There's over 2, a pair of groundouts. Bucciafero winds, kicks, and delivers the pitch. Line off the light tower on the third base side. Rattles. Crowd releases a gasp, but it's a strike. Runner out, 1-1 to the DH. Coming up on another look at the scoreboard around the NECBL. We're at the top of the 7th at Cardines Field. Newport a 2-0 lead. Tony has down thrown 66 pitches, 48 of them for strikes. The pitch is strike 3 called on the outside corner. Michael Roth is rung up on 3 pitches. Number 6, Bucciafero. There's 1 out here, and we'll have a pinch hitter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a pinch hitter for the Sanford
Looks
Mainers.
like
Number 2, Pat
Pat Cantwell.
He's from Stony Brook University,
Well, we have number 2 here is Dylan Checkall.
New York.
It's either Checkall or Cantwell. We'll have to figure that out in a moment. Pitch is in there for a strike. Looks like it is Dylan Checkall. The pitch, a ground ball hit to the right side, bounces off the first base bag. Caranto takes it himself to the bag. Oh, good defensive play there to retire what we believe is Checkall. The ground out 3 unassisted. Oh, that's the second time in as many games as we've seen a ball take a weird hop off that first base bag and go back the other way. But he was right there to bring it down on the high bounce.
Number 7,
Good play.
the center fielder, Matt Mara.
Jim Schultz taking out the game with 2 strikeouts on him. The pitch that Matt Mara is missing for ball 1. Schultz had been over 2. And we have Dylan Checkall as number 2 on our roster. So that's what we'll go with. Pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1 the count now on Mara. Just bounced to second and fly to right. Maybe Donald Hanley just messed that one up and announced the wrong bat of the pitch. It's high inside. Long-time Gulls public address announcer. Been here 9 years now, Don. Usually gets it right. Right now it's Checkall as Cantwell. Cantwell wears number 3. Unless they swap uniforms tonight. It was Dylan Checkall. 2-1 the count here, 2 outs. We're in the 7th. The pitch from Tony Bucciferro is low, ball 3. He's now thrown 73 pitches, and 52 of them have been for strikes. There's 21 balls. 3-1. Comes inside, ball 4. And that, here in the 7th of 2 outs, is the first walk that Bucciferro has issued. No cause for alarm. Bucciferro's pitch count still low. He could finish this game. There's only 7 outs left to get. Here comes Doug Elliott. It's 0 for 2. The All-Star catcher has bounced to second and struck out.
Number 8, the catcher, Doug Elliott.
6 strikeouts for Bucciferro. Pitch is fouled off. Vincent Zabelli, a very pronounced call behind home plate. He'll walk the ball out. Tony after that one was fouled off the catcher, Forston. Forston laughing, talking to Doug Elliott. He's all right. Might be laughing at Vincent Zabelli's loud time call. Great enunciation. Paul Ladrunes, the field umpire. Zabelli, a longtime veteran of collegiate games. Now they're ready to go. The 0-1, the runner goes. Taking for a strike. Throw to second is not in time. A stolen base. The throw went a little bit to the right of the second base bag. The shortstop side of the bag. And Matt Mara slid in safely with his 6th stolen bag of the season. He's now 6 for 11. Pitch was a strike, so it's now 0-2. Elliott, the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did go. He's rung up by the field umpire. The whole Gulls infield had walked maybe a quarter way to the dugout before Forston appealed. It is strike 3 called. Number 7 for Bucciferro, runner left for Sanford. They've left 5. Let's pick up Newport Gulls Poker Justice announcer Donald Hanley for the 7th-inning stretch.
Root for the Gulls. If they don't win, that's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball.
drawing of the 50-50 raffle.
7th inning stretch time here at Cardines Field. 2-0. Newport still leads the Mainers. Go to the last of the 7th next on the ACBL Broadcast Network.
Listening to Newport Gulls baseball on your flagship home for the Gulls all season long, the NECBL Broadcast Network. As we go to the last of the 7th, it's time for our Tigers TV Power Inning. Since 2004, the Tiverton High School Tigers TV crew has been an all-volunteer organization that produces your Newport Gulls baseball games. If a Gull batter hits a grand slam this inning, that player will receive a free DVD of today's broadcast, courtesy of the Tigers TV crew.
Or under.
The latest.
So much great Gulls baseball.
New pitcher for the Sanford Mainers
Tom Gaff
is
is
a lefty,
actually 19
Alex
years old.
Caravella.
Not age.
Caravella
Well, whatever.
enters the game with runners on at the corners here. In the first inning, 1 run home for Newport. They lead 3-0 on the last of the 7th. Kevin Caranto will bat. Caranto 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. He bounced into a double play. No bat here. Opportunity to break this one open for Newport. There's 2 home runs in the season. Kevin steps up here to face Caravella. Both runners on and property of David Ahern.
Now pitching in relief for the Sanford Mainers.
Still can't believe that the point trick system won't allow
Alex
strikeout around pitch. They won't even allow our official scorer, Josh Leibowitz, to change it to a earned run. It'll go in the books as unearned. First one allowed by the starter, Aguilera, back in the 4th.
batter is Kevin Caranto.
Caranto steps up to face Caravella. From the stretch to southpaw's pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1. That one at 90. He's a hard-throwing lefty. 1-0 in the season, 10 2/3 innings, 1 earned run, 8 hits, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. This is 11th relief appearance. Opponent hitting .216, his ERA is 0.84. Time for the team lead. The pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. There are 2 outs. We're here in the 7th. Caranto, a wide stance, levels the bat. And the pitch coming to the plate. Up and away, ball 2. Coming up in the 8th inning, we'll have a score update from around the NECBL. With this full scoreboard. 2-1. Weak hit ground ball charging the shortstop. Mollenhauer has it, throws to first. For the out, that retires the sign. The Gulls straight up here, they've left 9. But they add 1 more to their total. And after 7 innings of baseball from Cardines Field, it's the Newport Gulls 3 and the Sanford Mainers nothing. Here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Keep it here live. We'll keep it here live in Newport, Rhode Island. As Tad the goalie will get underway here on Fanatic Bar Reading Night. And over 100 young fans line up on the third base line. The object, tag goalie, be the first back to the foul line, and you'll win a prize.
Courtesy of Frosty
So they are lining up, they're ready to go. Of course, this tag, not tackle the goalie. It used to be tackle, and they changed it because they couldn't find anybody to be goalie anymore. So they're lined up, ready to go, and they're off. The young fans are off, and they're off and running, many of them. Over 120 strong, and goalie's tag will likely be tackled tonight. As the fans run into trouble now, the couple young fans running back to the bag, running back to the third base line, and we have a winner. But many other fans are still trying to tag goalie, and they're trying to wave them all back out there in the outfield. Those staff here, that's one of the largest contingents we've seen for tag the goalie. The tradition here at Cardines Field been going on for almost all 10 years. The Newport has been here. We'll be back at Cardines Field as Tony Bucciafero gets set to pitch the 8th. In just a moment, it's Newport 3 and Sanford nothing in the NCBL Broadcast Network.
Leading off the top of the 8th inning, the Sanford Mainers.
Top of the 8th, Sanford now trails 3-0.
First baseman
Regan Flaherty, the bat here. Base Tony Bucciafero, the pitch. Hard hit ground ball, bounces of 2 hops, a bench shot. Second baseman throws the first for out number 1. Bucciafero has been very efficient. He's scattered 2 singles, walked 1. Another runner reached an error by the shortstop to Kroger. He has now thrown 78 pitches, 56 of them for strikes. through 7 1/3. His longest outing of the season, his last outing went 8 innings against the North Shore Navigators in Newport's win here on July 12th. 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, and a walk. Pitch, a high hit ground ball through the right side, a base hit. That's the 3rd hit of the night for the Mainers, and Mollenhauer is on for the first time. A 1-out single brings the tying run to the on-deck circle. Your scoreboard coming up here around the NECBL, both Newport and Sanford eyeing what the North Shore Navigators and Lowell are doing tonight. The Navigators have now opened up an 8-3 lead over the All-Americans in the bottom of the 7th. Of the Eastern Division action, New Bedford now leads Laconia 3-1 in the top of the 5th. Anthony Gomez was over 3, return error, the pitch, a slider, 78 miles an hour, and therefore a strike. In the NECBL West tonight, Bristol leads Vermont 2-1, last of the 7th. Bottom of the 5th now, North Adams has broken the 2-2 tie with Keene. It's 4-2 at Alumni Field. Snap throw down to first base. Pucciferro checks in run of Mollenhauer, who is 3 for 3 and stolen bases this season. Gomez at the plate, 0-1 the count from the stretch, the pitch. Ground ball hit to the right side, and that will be through for a base hit. 2 ground balls to the right side. 2 singles for the Mainers with 2 outs here in the 8th. Pucciferro, once again, trying to get that next ground ball to be a double play ball. Gomez reaches at first. Mollenhauer now at second. The tying run comes to the plate, and Joey Wendell.
The second baseman.
Mainers have been held scoreless through 7 1/3.
Joe
And Pucciferro will get a visit here from the Gulls pitching coach, Jeff Walker. The entire infield will come in. Gamache to Kroger, Bentrot, Carano, Forston, and Walker talk it over with Pucciferro, as both base runners will have a word with their manager and third base coach, Aaron Isaric. Isaric joined by Ron Eisler and Tyler Hansen. Home plate umpire Vincent Zabelli out to break up the conference on the mound. Have to see this action in Newport's bullpen here. Pucciferro once again going deep into the ball game. He's in danger here of allowing his first runs, and looks like Seth Simmons is loosening up out there, throwing right now Gardner Lever. Or rather, Mike Francisco is throwing, the lefty. No action for the Mainers. Walker retreats to the dugout. Pucciferro gets set to face Jerry Wendell, the number 3 man, the heart of the order, due up here in the first 2 of the first 3 have reached. 1 out, 2 on, a 3-0 game. I'm Nick Lima. Dan Atchison, George Bissell both had the night off. From the stretch, Pucciferro, the first pitch to Wendell is a strike on the outside corner. Joey reaching an infield hit. Back in the first, line to the first baseman, and was hit by a pitch. He's hitting .325 with 14 RBI. Second in the league with 41 hits. Now tied with actually Kenny DeKroger for that league lead in hits. The 0-1 pitch, hard hit ground ball, but foul. First base side. That could have played both runs. They hooked it just foul. And it's 0-2. Man has been fooled by the slider of Pucciferro all night. He chose a fastball that time. Long look in from his catcher Forston. It comes to the set and fires the pitch. High and away. Ball 1. Mike McCann waits on deck. Crowd wants to strike out, as do the Irish Army. And Wendell steps out of the box. Once again, a look in for Pucciferro. He sets and deals. Runners go outside, throw down to third, and it is not in time. Forcing a snap throw to third. It was high, but brought in by Gamache. The double steal successful here. Mollenhauer stolen base, Gomez stolen base, and now 2 runners in scoring position. And here comes a C-130 overhead. A low-flying aircraft over at Cardines Field. Flies past the light tower. A very low flying play. They've been flying around all day today. Could have distracted the players. Pitcher's ball 2. Here's now the 2-2 instead. Steps off. Now let's see 130 coming in right behind it. Right over Cardinals Field. A flyby. A couple of Rhode Island National Guard aircraft. The 2-2 pitch, high and away, ball 3. The count has worked full. Fair space is open here as those C-130s from the Rhode Island National Guard at Quonset Point fly back to their home base. Rantos with a free flyby here. Up the third baseline. Runners at second and third. Tying run at the plate for Sanford. 3-0 Gulls in the 8th. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to right field deep. Going back is LG. And at the wall, the corner, the center fielder makes the catch. Tagging from third is Mollenhauer. He comes home to score. It's 3-1 Sanford. But, or rather, it's 3-0, and that's out number 3. And what a play. What a great play in left center field by Kyle Johnson. Aaron Isaac out to argue. They doubled him up. We'll have to see an instant replay on that one. Isaac not happy at all with the throw back to second base. So what a sensational play, and they get a rousing round of applause from the crowd here. Isaac still arguing with the field umpire, Paul Lajanus. They'll head back to the dugout now. But here we'll watch the replay. Cal Johnson, Zach Elgie conversion right center field. It was Johnson who ran that ball down in the corner, the deepest part of the ballpark. His throw to second was well in time. He just stepped on the bag for the out that retires the side. A double play.
Or at the exits. Your kind assistance
we'll call it a fly out with the double play.
By the volunteer grounds crew.
8-4.
The Gulls' next home game will be on
what
Thursday
a play to end the 8th inning.
Versus the Lowell.
And let's see, they are going to say that the run did come home to score.
6:35 p.m. and reduced rate parking is
so it'll be
available
3-1. Sanford Mariners on top. We'll be back in a moment in the ACBL Broadcast Network. Last of the 8th, first pitch swinging. Zach Elgie hits the fly ball down the right field line and out of play. 0-1, and Elgie was 1 for 3. So to end the top half of the 8th, Joey Window hit a fly ball to one of the deepest spots in his ballpark in the right center field corner as this pitch skips in front of the plate. Ball 1. Kyle Johnson made a great catch, covering an easy 100 feet or so, and then threw a bullet down to second base. And they say that he left early. The pitch is high inside. No, not that he left early. I should just say he didn't get back to the bag at second. So it's a double play. No RBI for Wendell. The pitch, swinging a pop-up, right side and out of play. So it goes in the books as a sacrifice fly into a double play, 8-6. No RBI.
Better call.
That is the first time I've seen one of those. So it is 3-1 now. The pitch, swing and a miss. LG fans for the second time tonight. Alex Caravella got the last out and a ground out 6-3 in relief of David Ahern in the 7th. So the Mariners within 2 here as the Gulls try to pad their lead one last time.
Number 9, the catcher, Chris Forston.
Mollenhauer did come around to score, attacking from third, but Gomez either didn't give it back to the bag at second or left the bag early at second. We're not sure. The pitch is in there. Actually high and away, ball 2. Chris Forston, who's doubled, scored, and walked. He's 1 for 2. Caravella's pitch is on the inside corner, a strike. He's not allowed 1 run this season. Caravella, his 0.84 ERA, tied the team lead with Kenny Treadwell. He's also a reliever. Pitch, foul to the backstop. I see Gulls closer Seth Simmons in the 9th. It will be a save situation. Not sure if we'll see Tony Bucciaferro go back out there. His pitch count was hip into the 90s. See if there's anyone warming the bullpen. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Forston, the second K for Caravella. 2,771 the attendance tonight. 2,771. There's David Bentrop for the fourth time. He's 0 for 1 at sack bunt.
Number
Hit by a
one.
pitch. He popped the second his
The
last time.
second baseman, David
Bases loaded to end the
Bentrop.
sixth. There's David Bentrop. Pitch. High and away, ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty in the 8th. 3-1 lead for the Gulls. The pitch. It's high, ball 2. David had a good defensive stab at second base. That one came back in the 6th, and he robbed Brett Mollenhauer of a hit. A 2-0. Fastball in there for a strike. One at 82. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Bentrop. The count even at 2-2. Caravella trying to strike out the side here in the 8th. You got LG, you got Forston swinging. From the windup, the lefties. 2-2 delivery to Bentrop. Foul to the screen. Still waiting to see if there's any action in the bullpen. Down the left field line. Uh, 2-2. Line drive at the second baseman. Has it on a hop. Backhanded stab by Wendell. Throws across in time for the out. That retires the side. That'll do it for the Gulls here in the 8th. We go to the 9th. Newport leads Sanford 3-1 here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here to Cardines Field. Tony Pucciaferro's night is done. He leaves with a win. If the bullpen can hold on, and given that task is a man who's held on all season, Seth Simmons, the Eastern Division All-Star closer, comes on here. Tony Pucciaferro could have easily have been an All-Star himself, but Rose already had Acapella and Pat Light going. Certainly was deserving. Seth Simmons has been the finest closers in the Eastern Division. He did last work here on Sunday in that All-Star game. He struck out 1. And it was Michael Gallick in that game who reached an error that became the only man left on base in the game. As the Eastern Division pitchers, 9 of them, including 3 Gulls, combined to retire 27 of 28 batters.
Leading off
Well, there was a walk, 2 walks in the single
game.
game. They had 3 double play balls.
Number 14, left fielder.
Well, they
Mike
faced the minimum, in other words,
McCann.
through 8 2/3 innings in that game. But Simmons did not allow a hit. So one base runner on an error. Here's Mike McCann, the cleanup man, to lead things off in the 9th. McCann, Roth, and then Dylan Checkall two up here. The pitch is low ball 1 from Simmons. This is a save situation. Seth is an ERA of 1. 14th relief appearance, leads the team. Pitch is low. 4 walks to 28 strikeouts. He's allowed just 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and 18 innings of work. He's vying right now for his 7th save. Opponents hitting 133 off the hard-throwing Simmons. 2-0 the count now, and McCann is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts from the stretch. The pitch. Fastball is popped up left side. Over goes the third baseman to Kroger there as well, but he'll watch it land in the concession concourse. Strike 1. That one at 91 miles per hour.
Newport.
Good answer.
Newport has won 7 of the last 3. The Mainers have won 3 straight. Their winning streak is in danger of being snapped here. The 2-1 pitch from Simmons, who fires. Slider on the outside corner for strike 2. The count even on McCann. See a straight fastball and slider from Seth. 2-2 pitch coming to the plate. foul to the left. Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th now. North Shore leads Lowell 8-3. The Gulls could have second place all to themselves here with 3 outs here in the 9th. That's all they have to get. 2-2. Swung on, foul, tipped around the plate area, and just does stay alive. Tomorrow the Gulls go on the road to Laconia. Dexter Price has to start. George Bissell will have the call at 7 o'clock on the ACBO Broadcast Network. In Laconia, New Hampshire, Newport returns home to host Lowell on Thursday. 6:05 pregame show, 6:35 first pitch. 2-2 the count, the pitch to McCann. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Out number 1 here in the 9th. Final line of Tony Butcherferro goes 8 innings, allows 1 earned run on just 4 hits.
Number 4.
He struck out 7.
Designated hitter.
Walked 1.
Michael Roth.
Well, just 2 hits through the first 7 innings. Here's Michael Roth, the DH, who's over 3 with the strikeout. First pitch swing. Skies the ball down the left field line, but out of play. Well, this game has moved right along. We're just past the 2-hour mark.
Better call.
And a light glow still visible on the horizon above the third base line. Last stages of twilight here. The 0-1 pitch to Roth. Swing a ground ball to short. Tough hop for DeKroger. Bounces over his glove into the outfield behind him. We'll see how that one has to get scored. No word yet. It was a tough hop for DeKroger, but a ball he probably should have played. It's going in error.
Number 2.
Kenny's second error of the game.
Fielder.
So that brings the tying run to the
Cantwell.
plate. Pat Cantwell could tie this up with 1 swing of the bat. Rather, Dylan Checkall. Checkall is 0 for 1. He grounded to first. The pitch is foul to left. Dylan Checkall, not Pat Cantwell, is batting here. Came on for Jim Schultz in the 7th. Schultz went 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Checkall is hitting .300. Snap throw to first, the runner back standing, or diving in rather. He has no home runs, 2 RBI, 9 hits. This is 14th game. Simmons has not allowed a home run this season. Another snap throw to first, and again he dives in safely. Michael Roth, not much of a threat at first base though. He's only 2 for 2 in stolen bases. From the stretch, Simmons, the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air, looped the left field. In comes Brendan Kelleher. He's there for out number 2. Turning back to the back at first, Roth, and it'll be up to Matt Mara for 2 outs now in the 9th. Mara's 0 for 2. Bounced to second, flying to right, and walked. Sanford Mainers will stay on the road tomorrow. They'll travel to North Shore to face the first place Navigators, who look to be in good shape to stay in first place tonight. They're leading Lowell 8-3 in the 8th. And Sanford stays on the road, a long trip. Thursday, they go to Danbury for an interdivision game. Pitch, line drive down the right field line, off the warehouse, foul. One hit to the left of the scoreboard. Nothing in 1. Newport a brief road trip tomorrow to Laconia, then again they host Lowell, an off day on Friday. Nick Lima, Dan Atchison, George Bissell both had the night off. It's been a quick moving game though. Tony Butcherferro in line for the win. Seth Simmons get the final out here in the 9th. Runner at first, a pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, and the Mainers are down to their last strike. 2,771 fans look on here at Cardines Field. They come to their feet. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, it's all over. The Sanford Mainers fall to the Newport Gulls here tonight. The final score, Newport 3 and Sanford 1 as the Gulls finish the season series up 4-2 over the Sanford Mainers. And this season series is now complete. They may meet again in the postseason, we'll see, but for now, the Gulls will celebrate their 3-1 victory over the Sanford Mainers here tonight.
Players
Don't go away. The post-game report is next here on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Back here now at Cardines Field here in Newport. Totals in this one. Sanford Mainers visitors tonight. 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, 6 left on base. The Newport Gulls, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, they stranded 9. The starting pitchers in this game were the winners. Michael Aguilera goes 5 2/3 innings, allows 2 runs. One of them earned, though it likely should be both of them are earned, but point streak won't let our official scorer, Josh Leibowitz, put in it as a system as an earned run. So 1 earned for now, 5 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, a hit batter. He falls to 3 2. Tony Bucciaferro gets his 3rd win. 8 innings of work, matches his longest outing of the season. Just 1 earned run, 4 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. And actually matches what he did on July 4th here versus New Bedford when in 7 innings when allowed just 1 run on 5 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. So very consistent among his last 3 starts for Tony. He hit a batter and then proves to 3-1 with the win. Save goes to Seth Simmons. It is his 7th of the season. The game took just 2 hours and 9 minutes to play, was watched by a sellout crowd of 2,771 here at Cardines Field. So the Newport Gulls finish the regular season series with the Sanford Mainers up 4 games to 2. Newport Gulls player of the game. Well, Tony Bucciaferro will definitely go with him as our defensive player of the game. Our offensive player of the game, though, has to be Matt Below, who went 3 for 3 tonight, an infield hit, an RBI single, an RBI double. Responsible for 2 of Newport's 3 runs. He also walked on base all 4 times in the DH spot tonight. So Matt Below, our offensive player of the game, and Tony Bucciaferro, our defensive player of the game. As the Gulls roll past Sanford tonight, 3-1. Next Newport Gulls broadcast tomorrow. Newport travels to Laconia. George Bissell will have the call. Pre-game show on the air at 6:59. First pitch at 7 o'clock. As Dexter Price will have the start for the Newport Gulls. Price 1-2 on the season, in the ERA at 3.57. Next following home game on Thursday, the Gulls host the Lowell All-Americans. 6:05 pre-game show. First pitch at 6:35. Out-of-town scores next. Then we'll have an exclusive interview with the Gulls players of the game on the ACBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardines Field to look at out-of-town scores around the NECBL. Not all teams in action tonight. 2 have the night off, but elsewhere around the league, the entire Eastern Division was playing. Bedford Bay Sox lead the Laconia Muskrats 3-2. They go to the bottom of the 7th. Laconia got to run back. North Adams Steeplecats still lead the Keene Swamp Bats 4-2. They're on the top of the 7th. Top of the 9th now, North Shore Navigators leading the Lowell All-Americans 8-3. So North Shore in position to win that one at Frazier Field and retain sole possession of first place in the East. And in the Western Division, the Bristol Collegiate Baseball Club leads the Vermont Mountaineers 2-1. They go to the last of the 8th. Again, the only final tonight, Newport Gulls 3 and the Sanford Mainers 1. So right now in the NECBL Eastern Division, the Mainers drop down to 3rd place. The Gulls move into 2nd place, a half a game behind the 1st place North Shore Navigators. Sanford will now be a game and a half out of 1st place if North Shore holds on to win in the 9th. And will be a half a game, well, a full game rather, a half a game behind the Newport Gulls in 3rd place. They will likely stay ahead of Laconia, which is losing right now to New Bedford late in that contest. I guess, again, unless the Muskrats can muster a comeback. So, one more time, your final score here, Gulls 3 and the Mainers 1. We're down the field. Our player of the game interview next on the ACBL Broadcast Network. Welcome back here at Cardines Field. Our post-game show continues. Now joined by Newport Gulls players of the game, Matt Blow and Tony Bucciaferro. Matt, we'll start with you. Congratulations on a great offensive game tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You had 3 hits, 3 for 3, 2 RBI. It turned out to be the game-winning RBI with Newport rolling past Sanford 3-1, plus a walk on base all 4 times.
Yes, sir. Just seeing the ball well right now. Saw some pitches up tonight and put some good swings on it.
Of course, that's coming off the All-Star game. You also compete in the Home Run Derby here on Sunday, so it's been a good couple of days for you following that big game here on Friday against Danbury.
Yeah, it's been great. Like I was saying, just kind of in a groove right now, so hopefully it keeps going.
Of course, Tony Bucciaferro had a great start tonight on the mound.
Unbelievable. As long as the pitching keeps up.
And Matt Blow becomes the first offensive player, actually since Dan Gamache, to get the pie in the face here, the shaving cream. How's that one feel?
Felt good, yeah.
Who was it that got you there? Was that Brownie?
I guess it was. I didn't even see him. It was right in my eyes.
So Matt Blow, we'll let you go clean up, and we'll get Tony next here. Again, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate
on the hits tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Tony Bucciaferro joins us now. Tony, congratulations on the win tonight, your third of the season.
Thank you. Feels great to win. That play out in center field before we even started the interview, that was just made my heart race. That was awesome. Sprinted off the field from the mound. Then I realized that I should go congratulate him, so I gave Kyle Johnson a big hug.
Kyle Johnson was just one of many great defensive plays here tonight in Newport, but that play in center field was just sensational.
Oh, it was unbelievable, and I saw the runner take off early, and I didn't know if the blue saw it or not, and then once the blue put that out call up, it was awesome. And then Benny's catch today too, at second base, a little floater laid out. I love our defense. Great to have a solid defense behind you. Of course, the Gulls defense ranked second best in the NCBL, but the starting pitching is ranked first. And you, Dexter Price, you got Mark Appel, Pat Light. It seems like you guys are all unstoppable right now.
Oh yeah, we have a really good staff, and it's not just our starters that our relief pitching is unbelievable. We might not have to use the middle relief as much because we're going so late in the games, but they're actually really good. And with Francisco as our holder and Seth Simmons, that you saw tonight, closing out another game, we have a pretty good team and a pretty good staff.
You got to have a lot of confidence. A guy like Seth Simmons, you can go out there, throw 8 strong innings, just one run on about 4 hits, and have a guy like Seth Simmons come in with a tight game against a tough team like Sanford and close it out as easily as he makes it seem.
Oh yeah, I have so much confidence in Seth, and he's the most reliable guy on the team. And when he goes out there, you just feel like you're going to win every time. So it's good to have a kid like that.
So your win tonight puts the Gulls back in second place. I think you might be avoiding the shaving cream here.
Yeah.
Let's see how long I can hold you, and then they'll get another one ready. As the Gulls go back on the road tomorrow to face Laconia. Dexter Price has a start for that one. And the guys back home again here on Thursday. Just 3 road games left, a lot of home games left the last 2 weeks of the season. That's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. When we're at home, the crowd is unbelievable, and we just get fired up to play, and we like to play at home.
Tony Bucciaferro, congratulations on the win tonight. Newport Gulls win it here 3-1.
All right, thank you very much.
We thank both of our players of the game, Matt Blow and Tony Bucciaferro, for joining us here in the postgame report. We'll be back to wrap things up next on the NECBL Broadcast Network. Back here one final time here at Cardines Field in Newport. The Gulls defeat the Sanford Mainers here 3-1, the final score. The win to Tony Bucciaferro, his third of the season, as Matt Blow drives in 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk, and powers the Gulls past Sanford, and the season series ends with Newport defeating the Sanford Mainers 4-2. Let's pause for a moment and thank those who made this broadcast possible. The executive producer of Newport Gulls Baseball and our director, Tom Lima. Our on-site engineer and assistant producer, Joe Laughlin. Our audio technician and dugout camera person was Jacob Voot. Our statistician, Josh Leibowitz. I'm Nick Lima here, and also Ryan Betancourt on graphics tonight. I'm Nick Lima here at Cardines Field. Gulls win it 3-1, the final score, moving to sole possession of second place. Just a half a game behind the North Shore Navigators for first in the NECBL East. They go back on the road to face Laconia tomorrow. George Bissell will have the call as Dexter Price has to start against the Muskrats. Return on home here at Cardines Field on Thursday to host the Lowell All-Americans. We'll be on the air at the pregame show at 6:05. First pitch at 6:35. We hope you'll join us then. Again, one final time, your final score here at Cardines Field. Newport Gulls defeat the Sanford Mainers 3-1. Thank you all for watching. Until our next broadcast, so long, everybody.